Good evening and welcome to the Brooklyn Bar Association Volunteer Lawyers Project's virtual gala. My name is Lynn Judell and I am proud to serve as chair of the VLP's Board of Directors. It is so wonderful to be with you all tonight, celebrating our inspiring honorees and the essential work of the VLP. As I reflect on the past year, knowing the daunting challenges our community continues to face, I can't help but be moved by the resiliency of the VLP and its unwavering commitment to access to justice. Despite the COVID-19 pandemic, we stayed true to our mission and remained accessible to Brooklynites most in need. Throughout the height of the pandemic, our intake lines remained open, providing important advice and counsel to unrepresented Brooklynites, and our staff and volunteers continued to deliver critical legal services to our clients. Our volunteer recruitment and coordination efforts remain robust, providing new and emerging training opportunities for lawyers and professionals across varying industries. By tapping into our pioneering pro bono model, we launched the VLP COVID-19 Frontline Workers and Probate Initiatives. In response to the widespread fear and anxiety experienced by our neighbors, the VLP developed and shared timely legal and COVID-19 health resources. We also strengthened our holistic approach by providing virtual outreach and education presentations with a focus on the senior community. But now, amid the ongoing global pandemic and rising inequality, the challenges our communities face continue as COVID-19 safeguards lapse. The result is a widening of the justice gap for those who are already marginalized and underserved. Many Brooklynites, specifically communities of color, are still suffering from loss of jobs, loss of homes, and loss of lives. But with your incredible support tonight, the VLP can continue its important mission, providing access to justice to thousands of Brooklynites. I applaud each of you for your generosity and, most important, your commitment to helping build a more equitable Brooklyn. So, to begin our program, I would like to recognize a group of generous companies and individuals that have been critical to the success of this event and the VLP. First, a special thanks to this evening's amazing sponsors, with special recognition to our platinum sponsor, AIG, and to our gold sponsors, including Wilkie Farr and Gallagher and Winston and Strawn. We are truly appreciative of your generous support. I'd also like to acknowledge some very special people who've made this evening possible. A heartfelt thank you to our Gala co-chair committee for your spirited support. Thank you for working with us on behalf of our incredible honorees, helping to make the Gala such a success. Thank you to our Gala host committee for your creativity, time, and generosity. A big thank you to Marvina Robinson, founder and CEO of B. Stuyvesant Champagne, for hosting our virtual VIP gala reception earlier this evening and leading us through a uniquely interactive champagne tasting. Thank you to the VLP Advisory Board for their strategic guidance and contributions to tonight's event. Thank you to the VLP Young Professionals Board for your enthusiasm and innovative approach to community engagement in the virtual space and leading us in new and exciting programming opportunities. And thank you to my fellow board members and Emeritus Board for your commitment to the VLP and the vibrant Brooklyn Borough. This night truly would not be possible without the leadership of the co-chairs of the Board Development Committee, Adam Shepard and Caroline Conway, VLP President and CEO Heidi Henderson, and the board. Thank you. I'd also like to thank the VLP's compassionate and undeniably dedicated staff, whose commitment to providing the best possible legal assistance and support to our clients and volunteers sets the bar for all of us to do more. A special thank you as well to Melissa Starr, VLP's Senior Director of Development and Strategic Initiatives, and Melinda Garcia, VLP's Development Associate, for their hard work on this wonderful event. And now I'm delighted to introduce Heidi Henderson, VLP's President and Chief Executive Officer.
Thank you, Lynn, and good evening, everyone. It's a pleasure to be with you here tonight. For over 3 decades, the VLP has uniquely added to the rich fabric of Brooklyn. We have remained present, committed, and accessible to our community, providing critical and transformational programming year after year to thousands of Brooklynites. Brooklyn, the most populous county in New York, where people of color comprise nearly 70% of the community, has the highest underserved and low-income population in the state, with 1 in 4 living at or below the poverty level. The VLP strives to balance existing inequities by providing access to justice for community members who would otherwise be left to navigate the legal system on their own. By arming clients with legal information and representation, the VLP levels the playing field and ensures success in court, stabilizing lives for adults and children, and strengthening the health of the community. Even when facing a global pandemic, the VLP and our volunteers did not step away from those who needed us most. James, who you will meet shortly, is one such client. When confronting the possibility of losing his home, James felt hopeless until finding the VLP. He is one of thousands who have come through our doors with life-altering legal challenges. I'm grateful to the VLP staff and volunteers who together, united in purpose, advance our mission and transform lives. The VLP's impact and the values we stand by are best expressed by those who experience the VLP as an organization: our clients, our partners, our volunteers. I am therefore delighted to introduce the VLP's video showcasing our critical work and shared community resiliency. To cinematographer Ruben Kleiner, thank you once again for amplifying the voices of our community. The VLP's mission is to provide free legal services and legal education throughout Brooklyn to Brooklyn residents. And we do that by working with volunteers and our staff and training them in our various areas of law, and then mentoring them and ensuring that they have really great outcomes in their cases.
We go out into the community to assist some of the most vulnerable people, often people living in poverty, the elderly, and present on issues that affect the community, primarily advanced healthcare directives, foreclosure intervention, consumer debt, family law. And so we try to provide know your rights programs so that people have the correct information when they're seeking to address an issue.
At the VLP, we're working on growing our army of volunteers to tackle what our clients need: representation in court, legal advice. One of the law firms that we've partnered with is Goodwin Procter. We worked with them in 2019 on an in-person uncontested divorce clinic, and now in 2021, we've worked with them on a virtual uncontested divorce clinic. Their attorneys pair up with a client pre-screened by the VLP, and they assist the client from start to finish with their divorce case.
VLP set up a great program for us, kept us engaged, gave us, materials to read beforehand so that we were prepared for it. The training went so smoothly. I'm so impressed with the women that I've met through doing pro bono work. Once you take the dive, you realize how really important it is to you as an individual. When our women clients first come to us, they are very scared, very unsure whether they made the right decision. It's overwhelming. The woman in my particular case has another child, and to be a good mother to that child and to be able to find another relationship, to move on with her life after her husband murdered their child is just incredible to me. There was no way that we weren't going to get this done for her, to allow her to move on with her life.
The outcomes in the virtual uncontested divorce clinic are so transformational for our clients. For those who've experienced domestic violence in their marriages, they may have successfully litigated custody, visitation, child support, and family court. These clients are able to take that last step to finally sever their legal relationship with their abuser and really experience the freedom that that provides.
We are a very resilient organization, and we try to pivot to the current needs of our community, whether it's helping people from Haiti through the TPP process, whether it's helping 1199 union workers with advanced directives, people who passed away due to COVID-19 with the Small Estate Pro Bono project. We really try to respond to the needs of the community, and that's an important first step in improving the lives of Brooklynites and creating a more equal Brooklyn.
We help people stay in their homes through two programs, through our foreclosure intervention and prevention program by representing homeowners in foreclosure litigation, as well as through our Oath program, which represents homeowners that are in Department of Building cases where there's been a violation and they risk losing their homes.
The foreclosure intervention program at the VLP has one primary purpose, and that's to keep people in their homes. We serve a large number of senior citizens, so helping people age in place when they otherwise would not be able to is one of our primary goals as well.
We came to Brooklyn in 1941. I came with my grandparents. I was fortunate to come to a good neighborhood. Never left again until I got drafted. Purchased a home with my mother in the border of Crown Heights, Bed-Stuy, in late 1989. Made me feel I've accomplished something. We've accomplished something.
We first met James in February of 2020. He was referred to us by NHS Brooklyn because they had done some previous work for him to help him get a repair grant and also to help him get a star exemption so his property tax burden would be lowered. And so James and his mother, Ozine, took out a reverse mortgage in 2013 as both of them started to age. They needed money for repairs for the home. But then in 2017, Ozine passed away. Now, Ozine was getting pension income, but she was also getting Social Security income. Therefore, they lost her income for other household expenses.
He had a tenant who was paying below market rate and decided not to continue making payments. So James began to fall behind on all payments in his house.
They were in a pretty tough situation because the bank alleged that James owed $30,000. He and his grandson were both very scared at that time.
Them taking it from him, it was hard to think about, hard to even imagine. It's hard to deal with, hard to know that that was a possibility. The pressure was on him. I think that contributed to some of the health issues he was having.
It was very scary because if I lost my home, it was not only me that was involved. I had grandchildren, great-grandchildren that were staying there, and actually they wasn't that stable. It meant a lot for them, not just for me.
We filed an answer so he wouldn't be in default in his foreclosure case. But also, we used our resources to find a program called IRMA. It's the Equitable Reverse Mortgage Assistance Program, and it's a program that would give homeowners in New York State that are senior citizens with reverse mortgages up to $25,000 to pay their property tax and insurance arrears. And we were able to start the application process right away. A few months later, James was notified that he would receive the funds, which meant that he was able to pay back the property taxes and insurance, and also because of the star exemption that NHS Brooklyn obtained for him, his property tax burden was reduced.
Well, when I found out I wasn't going to lose my home, it was like something I really never expected. I want to thank the VLP for the services that they rendered. It meant a whole lot. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
During these challenging times, the VLP has stayed true to our mission. We continue to remain present, committed, and accessible to those who need us most.
Because now our community needs us, all of us, more than ever.
Volunteer with us.
Give a gift.
Transform lives.
Preserve communities.
Together, we can ensure
A more equitable Brooklyn.
Join us today.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Michael Watson, and I'm thrilled to be here with you all, celebrating our fantastic honorees in the critical work of the VLP. Let me just say, as a board member, Brooklynites like James and his grandson, who proudly shared their story with us, are why I became involved with the VLP. As we heard, the security James had in the home he purchased with his late mother, the comfort he found in his neighborhood, and deep ties to his community were all threatened due to a series of unfortunate circumstances in his life. I ask you for just a moment to put yourself in James' shoes. You're in your 80s, and amidst a global pandemic, you're fighting a battle to save your home, unsure of where to turn for help. However, that feeling of hopelessness eventually shifts to hopefulness when finding the VLP. The VLP was there for James, guiding him through a legal challenge that ultimately, if handled incorrectly or without representation, could have left James and his family members homeless. Now, thanks to the VLP, and with the fear of foreclosure behind him, James has a renewed sense of security and stability in his life. The challenges James faced are not unique to him. They, in fact, represent a systemic issue facing thousands of Brooklynites. Fortunately, we have the VLP, who through its holistic programming works every day to maintain the character and diversity of our Brooklyn borough by keeping families in their homes while preserving the intergenerational transfer of wealth in communities of color. Here is what we know. The COVID-19 pandemic has had the most devastating impact on the most vulnerable Brooklynites. As a result, the VLP's legal services are even more essential than ever. Therefore, I call on each of us to stand with the VLP at the front line of response, because now more than ever, our community needs us. Thanks to the VLP's secure donation platform, giving via text message could not be any easier. Let's help the VLP reach tonight's $25,000 fundraising goal. The time is now. Let's do this together. Please take out your phone and send a text to 243725. In the message, write Justice BK and press send. Again, write Justice BK, that's one word, Justice BK, and press send. You'll immediately receive a reply message. Simply click on the link and fill out the short donation form to make your gift. It's that easy. If you're viewing the gala on your phone, you can still text your support and return to the live stream. You will not lose us. Again, send a text to 243725, and in the message, write Justice BK and press send. Click on the link in the reply message, complete the fields to confirm your support, and you're done. Text now, don't wait. And remember, a gift at any level will make a significant difference. So let's please keep those donations coming throughout the Gala program and help the VLP reach and surpass its $25,000 goal tonight, because together we can transform lives and preserve communities. Thank you so very much.
Good evening. My name is Sidney Cherubin, and as the VLP's Director of Legal Services, I am delighted to be here with you all, and especially excited to begin tonight's Gala Awards program with the presentation of the Champion of Justice Award to Stacey Kushlefsky, Pro Bono Counsel at Wilkie, Farr & Gallagher. A star in the legal profession with an undeniable commitment to pro bono, Stacey exemplifies the meaning of what it is to be a champion of justice. Stacey's long-standing career at Wilkie spans over 30 years. As pro bono counsel, she is responsible for overseeing all aspects of the firm's award-winning pro bono program nationwide. Stacey develops pro bono projects in partnership with the firm's clients while cultivating and managing relationships with pro bono legal services organizations like the VLP. On a day-to-day basis, she supervises active pro bono matters, oversees staffing of pro bono matters, and coordinates relevant training sessions for attorneys across the firm. Additionally, Stacey personally represents pro bono clients in immigration, family law, and other matters. Stacey's enthusiasm is infectious. She is a connector, an advocate. She represents the best of us in the legal field. She approaches her work with care and compassion, seeking pro bono opportunities across a wide range of matters, carving a path for firm-wide attorneys to engage in unique and meaningful volunteer experiences at any stage in their legal careers. During the ongoing global pandemic, just like the VLP, Stacey's commitment to access to justice has not wavered. Despite office and court closures, Stacey pursued and navigated timely pro bono opportunities for the firm, including the VLP's recently launched probate initiative. For the VLP, Stacey has been instrumental in developing our pro bono partnership with Wilkie, ensuring that attorneys with expertise and trust in estates were readily available to handle sensitive probate matters for families who have been affected as a result of COVID-19. Simply put, Stacey is a leader. She leads by example, motivating others to give back. By elevating the essential services of organizations like the VLP, Stacey creates a network for impact. With increased firm-wide participation in pro bono efforts and numerous pro bono victories across various legal practice areas, Stacey's work has contributed to industry recognition for the firm's pro bono program. Recently, Wilkie was honored with the Chamber's Diversity and Inclusion North America 2020 Pro Bono Program of the Year Award, and inclusion on the National Law Journal's 2021 Pro Bono Hot List, which recognizes law firms that have led the way on access to justice. In addition to her pro bono responsibilities, Stacey serves as a director of attorney training, where she manages the firm's CLE program across the U.S. Stacey, you are an inspiration to us all, And we at the VLP are incredibly grateful to you for the partnership that has forged between the VLP and Wilkie. You were the driving force behind what I know will be an ongoing collaboration, benefiting New Yorkers who are so often overlooked and underserved. It is for these reasons and more that we recognize Stacey this evening. Please join me in congratulating our Champion of Justice Award recipient, Stacey Kushlefsky.
Thank you so much, Sydney, for your kind words. I am honored to receive the VLP's Champion of Justice Award, and I am truly proud of the partnership between Wilkie and the VLP. The COVID-19 pandemic has changed our world in ways no one could have imagined. Sadly, it has significantly affected and continues to affect communities in need that already were facing so many insurmountable challenges. During the pandemic, the VLP sprang into action and launched the VLP Probate Initiative in partnership with the Brooklyn Bar Association Trust and Estate Section and Surrogates Court Committee. This initiative filled a new void faced by low-income Brooklyn residents facing the untimely death of a family member due to COVID-19 by connecting them with volunteer lawyers who could provide pro bono legal services to assist with their probate matters. Wilkie, which has always had a strong culture of pro bono service, also sprang into action at this time, with droves of Wilkie attorneys eager to find ways to help. For our attorneys with trust and estates expertise, volunteering to support the VLP's probate initiative was an ideal path to reach low-income clients who lost loved ones due to COVID-19. Ann O'Grady, the VLP's pro bono director, was immediately responsive to our outreach, providing us with a stream of clients, well-developed training materials, mentorship throughout the engagement, step-by-step guides, and even an added bonus of offering CLE credit to those who helped. We have forged an impactful and valuable partnership with the VLP that will extend for years to come. Organizations like the VLP that provide critical services to those in need rely on the help and resources of lawyers in private practice. The need for pro bono services is critical. This has become more evident with each passing day, week, month, and year, with things at crisis levels between the pandemic, voting rights, racial justice, immigration, reproductive rights, LGBTQ rights, housing, and beyond. Needs are simply just greater than ever. Lawyers with all skill sets can find ways to give back, and no amount of time is too little to make a difference. The VLP is a terrific place to start. I encourage lawyers seeking meaningful pro bono opportunities to pursue them at the VLP. Its programs span many areas, and those running each program provide training and support so that lawyers in any practice area can make an impact. Thank you again for this incredible award. I'm grateful to have the opportunity to partner with the VLP, the true champion of justice, and I look forward to continuing to do so in the future.
I'm delighted to be back with you to introduce Hossein Azari, founder and CEO of CMORC. Hossein is a data scientist and entrepreneur with over 10 years of experience in the field. He has a long-standing personal goal to contribute to leveling the financial playing field. This involves developing financial management tools and novel products for establishing and maintaining ownership for consumers. He has been in this specific space since 2015. Hossein leads CMORC's mission to organize blockchain data and make decentralized finance available and accessible to all. Prior to his current role, Hossein co-founded Clarity Money, building a trusted financial advocate, which was acquired by Goldman Sachs in 2018. He was a senior research scientist at Google Research, where he led multiple projects in collaboration with product teams such as Ad Exchange. Hossein has years of experience teaching at the college level, including at Harvard University's School of Engineering and Applied Science and Sharif University's Electrical Engineering Department. Hossein received a PhD in computer science from Harvard University, a Master's of Business Administration from Columbia University, a Master's of Arts in Statistics from Harvard University, and a Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering from Sharif University of Technology. Not surprisingly, Hossein considers himself to be on a forever quest of learning. It's a pleasure to have him here with us tonight to present the Dedication to Justice Award. Please welcome Hossein Azari.
Thank you, Heidi. It's very inspiring to participate in this event. Justice is one of the most important, if not the most important, concept in human history and social development. I have been working with Margaret for more than 6 years now, and she has helped me through multiple companies with a mission that tries to build a fair and level financial platform for all. Every time I talk to Margaret about a topic, she helps to create multiple new options, and that's how she empowers me and my team beyond the legal considerations. If you talk to Margaret, you would find her too humble for an alumni of most prestigious academic institutions and with experience in the most competitive environments. While my brief introduction would not do her career justice, I'll try and do my best to encapsulate her impressive career. Margaret received her BA degree from Harvard University and an MBA and her JD from Columbia University. In experience with asset managers across a variety of fields to work on startups like us, Margaret has handled deals as large as billions of dollars. Her substantial deal advisory and implementation experience allows her to maneuver in sophisticated areas that many can't. Prior to joining Armstrong Teasdale, Margaret was in private practice, and before entering the legal field, Margaret spent several years as an investment banker. Beyond her accolades and other professional accomplishments, Margaret is a charitable person who is involved in her community. Since 2017, she has been a board member at the Foundation for Gender Equality and the founder of Brash NYC, an organization that helps city kids with physical fitness, which was particularly useful during the lockdown. To see Margaret be recognized with this award is not a surprise. What distinguishes Margaret from most is that she doesn't only consider justice from legal and business perspective, but also from a lens that goes beyond the scope that's often narrowed by limitations of the legal system or business interest. To do that and stay fair needs dedication to principles. Margaret is exceptionally bright, a true professional, and most importantly, a genuinely amazing human. Please join me in congratulating tonight's dedication to Justice Award recipient Margaret Isa Butler.
Thank you, Hossein. I asked Hossein Azari to introduce me tonight because of the strength of his commitment to social justice. I've been honored to work alongside Hossein to bring to life his vision of economic opportunity for all through decentralized finance at CMORC. And I'm grateful for the chance to get up every day and contribute to something I believe in. As the child of immigrants, my personal and professional accomplishments were built on a foundation of generosity by more individuals than I can count, and on the strength of community institutions such as the VLP. I am so thankful to my co-honoree Arlene Shaw for introducing me to this amazing organization whose work is so critical, especially at this moment in history. The pandemic has been disruptive to all of us, but for people with less of a safety net, support from organizations such as the VLP has become critical. At the same time, fundraising to support this important work has become more challenging. I encourage everyone to give of their time or treasure now more than ever. Give wherever and however you can. Give in Brooklyn and give to the VLP. And if you have any doubt why you should, I will have Arlene call and convince you. She's very persuasive. I want to say a big thank you to the VLP for this Dedication to Justice Award. I will treasure it and pledge to work very hard to actually live up to it. Personal thanks to Melissa Starr for her support. And as always, thank you to my husband Stephen and my son Dean for keeping me focused on what matters most. Finally, congratulations to Arlene and to the Champion of Justice Award recipient, Stacey Kushlefsky, and to the VLP on this big event. I am so grateful for all you do, as are so many others who have benefited from your dedication to justice. May the good you do ripple through our communities, and may it help others be in a position to give of their best selves too. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Adam Shepherd, and I'm a proud member of the VLP's Board of Directors. I'm delighted to be here with you tonight and particularly excited to introduce our next presenter. Born and raised in Gerritsen Beach, Brooklyn, within a working class community, Heather the Heat Hardy overcame countless challenges and obstacles from a young age, shaping the person she is today. Motivated and inspired to achieve more and carve her path, at 22, Heather reached a significant life milestone, completing college and obtaining a degree in forensic psychology. However, Heather's strength and perseverance would continue to be tested when, as a divorced single mother, she moved her small family in with her sister, becoming the sole provider of the household, working multiple jobs just to make ends meet. Determined to provide a better life for herself and her daughter, at the age of 28, Heather changed course and began training at the world-famous Gleason's boxing gym. Even when Hurricane Sandy ravaged her neighborhood and disrupted public transportation, Heather's focus and drive did not waver. She would run 9 miles to the gym to both train and sleep there to pick up shifts. Heather's passion and commitment to the sport eventually catapulted her to the top of the boxing world. Her list of accomplishments is impressive. The Heat first made waves on the scene of amateur boxing in the 2011 season, winning every title you could win at 125 pounds, including regionals, metros, nationals, and Golden Gloves, along with the Northeast kickboxing title. She was ranked #1 in the USA at 125 pounds before turning professional in August 2012. She quickly picked up an impressive 15 straight wins and no losses at super bantamweight, including capturing a WBC and WBF international title. Heather became the first female to be signed to a long-term promotional contract by DeBella Entertainment and the first female to box professionally on a boxing card at the Barclays Center. From that point, she became known as the First Lady of Brooklyn Boxing. In August of 2016, on the night she captured the WBC featherweight title, the Hardy-Vincent fight was aired on NBC Sports and was the first female fight to be televised in over 20 years. In June of 2017, Heather integrated mixed martial arts into her repertoire and became the first athlete, male or female, to be co-promoted in 2 combat sports. She signed to Bellator and became an instant fan favorite when she won her pro debut at the Madison Square Garden by knockout. In 2018, Heather defeated Shelley Vincent for a second time, fulfilling her dream of becoming a world champion. She holds a 22-1 record in boxing and a 2-2 record in MMA. In her spare time, Heather is a personal boxing trainer, working with celebrities and business professionals. Heather's fight to become a world champion boxer while balancing parenthood and the quest to push the sport of women's boxing into the mainstream are featured in the 2014 documentary Hardy, directed by Natasha Verma, and the 2013 short profile documentary The Heat by Chris Eversole. Having experienced sexual assault, poverty, and homelessness, Heather's resiliency and strength of spirit are profound and an inspiration to all of us. Heather is a champion in the ring and in her community, giving back locally through various charitable efforts, with a focus on organizations aiding at-risk youth. She also continues to be a fierce advocate and a voice for pay equity within the sport and closing the wage gap. We are honored to have her with us here tonight at the VLP Gala to present the Tradition of Excellence Award. Please give a warm welcome to Brooklyn's own Heather the Heat Hardy.
Wow.
Wow, thank you so much for that, Adam. As you heard, my name is Heather Hardy, and I'm super proud to be here to present my bestie, Arlene Shaw, with the Tradition of Excellence Award. The VLP annual gala celebrates the work of extraordinary individuals who have demonstrated an unwavering commitment to serving the public good and equal justice. Now, I know of her unwavering support and commitment to the people she loves. I've been so fortunate over the years to be one of them. But in typical humble champion fashion, I had to ask her, what do you do that's so fantastic at work? What kind of community work do you do that you don't even tell us about? A quote comes to mind. Giving leaves little time for wanting and no time for showing. A lifelong resident of Brooklyn, Arlene has been both volunteering and working in local politics since the age of 15. She's made a point to be an active voice working campaigns on the state Senate and state assembly and the Brooklyn Democratic Club to make sure that the right people would be elected to provide a safe, prosperous, education-rich place for the next generation of Brooklynites. Arlene sits on the board of the Inherit Foundation, which serves to provide quality education, protect the environment, and develop sustainable capital markets in underserved populations of the U.S. She's also the longest-running board member for the DEP, appointed first by Bloomberg and again by de Blasio. In addition to politics, Arlene as a person has always had a steadfast commitment to help young women navigate the early part of their careers. She's mentored many young female attorneys of color, as well as provided business advice to women-run businesses and startups. When I started my career, Arlene became my resident smart friend. We swapped boxing lessons and personal training for business advice, and everything from reading my fight contracts, negotiating my sponsorships, and making sure my hair and makeup was presentable for interviews, Arlene was right there. Days when my office couch doubled as a therapist's bed, when one of us needed a good cry on the little stool in the Gleason's locker room, or an after-work meetup for a much-needed cocktail, she's never not been there. It comes as no surprise to me hearing her being celebrated and awarded by all of you, because this is who Arlene is as a person: selfless, giving, and kind. Be it personally or professionally, Arlene is the one who looks back every step of the ladder she climbs and reaches her hand down behind her to pull someone up. She's that "are you okay? Did you eat?" type of friend. She's that baseball, tennis, and martial arts mom who has her first grader reading at a 6th grade level. She's a mom who sacrifices her Peloton rides for story time and drinks with friends to make pizza with her son. Sacrifice and dedication, kindness and charity. She's a mother, a daughter, a sister, an attorney, a mentor, a teacher, and a best friend. I love you so much, A. Congratulations. Nobody deserves this.
I don't even know how to follow that. I'd like to begin by thanking Heidi, VLP's president and CEO, and everyone at VLP. Thank you, Lynn, VLP's chair, and the VLP board members, especially Adam Shepard, who nominated me for the Tradition of Excellence Award. Thank you to the Gala co-chairs and the host committee, and everyone who has generously supported the VLP and tonight's event. Remember, there's still time to give. Please take out your phones and send a text to 243-725. That's 243-725. In the message, write Justice BK, and press send. Click on the link in the reply message and complete the field to confirm your support. I am honored that among those supporters tonight is my dear friend Heather, world champion boxer and mixed martial artist. Heather, the first lady of Brooklyn boxing. Heather, your career, your countless dedication to equal pay and fairness for female athletes is an example to all. For anyone who is not familiar with the First Lady, to quote the amazing Biggie Smalls, if you don't know, now you know. I'm also honored to have the support of the partners, associates, and staff from Schulte, Roth & Zabel tonight. As a 2L at Tulane Law School, I set my sights on landing a job at Schulte Roth and Zabel because I understood that the legal training they offered was best in class. What I did not understand was how much more I would gain from my time at Schulte. The 10 years at Schulte shaped me into the professional I am today. Through the mentorship and training I received there, I gained a solid foundation for my career. As they helped me to refine my thinking, improve my client management, and build all of my skills. In addition, during my time at Schulte, I had the pleasure of working with great people, many of whom have become friends. One of those amazing individuals who not only mentored me, but became a long-standing friend is my co-honoree, Margaret. Margaret, it is an honor to have the opportunity to stand alongside you and receive this award from the VLP. I'm also honored to have my parents, Albert and Rosamond Payne, here with me tonight. Mom and Dad, I could never thank you for what you've done for me. From the shores of Grenada to the Big Apple, you embody the American dream. You've instilled in my sisters and I the importance of education, staying committed to our moral values, and always giving back to others. You two have given me big shoes to fill, and I am proud to try to fill them. And to all my friends and family supporting me tonight, including my son Cullen, thank you for all of your support. Adam, you might not know this about me, but I shy away from public accolades, so I would normally not do something like this. But I simply could not resist the opportunity to support the VLP because of the critical services they provide to our shared Brooklyn community. You see, my first job was right here at Borough Hall, where I worked for the Honorable Howard Golden in the Action Center. The Action Center was a place where Brooklynites could request assistance, file complaints, and ask questions. We would make necessary contacts with various entities, including government agencies and private companies, to resolve issues and provide services to all who needed it. I loved my time here, helping to improve the lives of my fellow Brooklynites. As you've seen from the video tonight, much like my work here at Borough Hall, the work of the VLP does have real impact on the lives of underserved members of the Brooklyn community. I urge everyone watching to contribute tonight to ensure that the VLP can continue its work. Remember, no amount is too small. To all my fellow attorneys, I urge you to consider giving not only your money, but also some of your time, because there's nothing like helping others. Thank you all, and please enjoy the rest of the night.
What an evening. What a celebration. Sydney, Hossein, Heather, thank you for your heartfelt presentations and for making the evening so special for our honorees. Arlene, Margaret, and Stacey, you are truly shining stars within the legal profession, inspiring us to look beyond our daily routines and seek meaningful opportunities to give back and give locally. The VLP is certainly a fantastic place to start. And to everyone joining us this evening, thank you for standing with the VLP at the front lines, because now more than ever, with our community, which faces increased debts, looming foreclosures, and ongoing displacement, needs us. The VLP's direct legal services and education and outreach programs are crucial to the dismantling of the systemic barriers in accessing justice and equality. It's not too late to answer Michael's call to action. Tonight, together, we can strengthen the VLP's delivery of essential-to-life legal services to thousands of Brooklynites. Remember, giving via text could not be any easier. Simply send a text to 243-725, and in the message, write Justice BK and press send. Click on the link in the reply message, complete the short donation form, and you're done. A gift at any level will help transform lives and preserve communities. On behalf of the board and the VLP, thank you all for such a memorable evening. Wishing you a lovely holiday season and a happy and healthy new year. Good night.